Okay, so this short video is basically how to set up and where to go to set up your subdomain. And the subdomain is what stape.io uses to bypass what we call the client-side tracking. So now you're going to be moving to server-side tracking, and you will need to have a subdomain. So I'll just go through what that means. Get my notepad. I'll just get my notepad here. So say for example you have abc.com, and that's your domain you use for your website. Well, what we're going to be doing is setting up obviously the HTTPS etc. and the same with above, but for those purposes I'll just keep it simple. We'll probably give you a subdomain, and it could be the most common one we use is SST, server-side tracking.abc.com. Okay, or it might be SSG or SSC. It doesn't matter. Whatever it will be, it will be. We'll tell you what this needs to be, and it's set up inside Stape. Now, once we do this, Stape will issue either an A record and a AAA record, or it'll issue a CNAME record. Now these records will come up in the way of a name or a numeric number that we'll give to you. The most common one is probably this one here. In fact, sometimes it uses this one here. It just depends how Stape where they see your hosting server in the world. So without further ado, I'll give you an example of what it looks like. And I'm going to use Cloudflare as an example because there's a couple of things you need to be wary of there, and also I'm going to log into Crazy Domains. So you might use GoDaddy, you might use cheap domains or whatever the name is, but pretty much they're all the same. So I'll just whip into an account that I've got for Cloudflare, and I'll show you what that looks like. Pretty much all the DNS records for all the companies are pretty much the same, but I want to use Cloudflare because it is a little bit different. Here we go. This is an old website of mine, but pretty much they're all the same. So what you want to do is to go into DNS records into here, and you want to come down to this section down here called Add Record. So just hit Add Record here, and you'll come up with this section here. Now if it's an A record you need to add, and a AAA record, you'll need to do both. So let's just do this one here. Now say for example we give you the instructions for A record equals, it'll be something like 32.11. Whatever. It may look, some of them may look different. And the AA record may look same, or it could be different. For the demonstration purposes, we'll just call it the same. Now what you need to do for Cloudflare is don't put in the full address like this. All you do is put in the SST portion, copy it, go into Cloudflare, and put that down as your name, like that. Okay, because it will automatically populate the remaining part of your main URL. Okay, so if you put sst.mytopagent.co.nz, sst.mytopagent.co.nz, it'll repeat itself and it won't work. And the IPv4 or the IP address, just simply copy and paste it in there, which is a number like that. Okay, sometimes these numbers won't work if they're not real, but we'll just pop this in here. There you go. Now make sure this is off. Okay, don't have that on, otherwise it'll cause you problems. So that's how you do it, and then you do exactly the same for the AAA record, and you do exactly the same for CNAME. Okay, no different. And make sure you press save. Really important. So that's how you add it in. I will go into, I can go into Crazy Domains and I'll do the same thing, but it's pretty much exactly the same. In fact, I don't need to go into crazy domains because it looks exactly the same, but the only difference is you will have to, where it says name required, GoDaddy will be pretty much the same as well. You'll need to add in this whole record like that into there, but in Cloudflare, only put in the SST or whatever details we gave you. And that's how you add in the subdomain records that we require. Now, once that's done, then we can go into, for example, DNS checker, and I'll just show you this. You'll see here for McGen Digital, ours is SST, and you'll see here, here's the number, but if I change that out, this will be the A record for the website. So that's basically how it works and how we check things. But inside Stape, what will appear will be this. And here you go. So you can see here it's ready. So that's all been configured, and it just tells you that, oh, well, I've actually used the CNAME record as opposed to the A record or the quadruple A record. And it says it's ready to go and it's all communicating. So it's working. So that's basically what you need to know. Now, you don't have to do this bit, just leave this with us. But what you will need to do is to sign up to Stape, and you must use that link that we've given you, because otherwise we can't access and control your settings inside our system. You can sign up using Stape Direct, but it just creates complications and it just gets more difficult for us to help you. So use the link that we've given you inside the invitation that we've sent you. And for disclosure, I mean, I think we receive a commission of a couple of dollars a month. It's not even that, but you can choose whether to use it or not, but it does make things harder if we need to step in and help you. We just don't have access to your account to help. Anyway, I will talk to you soon, and good luck with everything. And if you've got any questions, you can use the link in the bio to connect up and set up a meeting with me, and I can talk you through some of the issues. I know enough about server-side tracking to get me by, but when it gets down deep down into the technical side of it, that's when I use our technicians, who are really highly skilled people in helping you set things up like this. So thanks for your time, and talk to you soon.